A team exploring Oak Island discovers a dense wooden bone, hinting at a deeper mystery related to human remains buried within the muddy swamp. This discovery raises questions about past secrets kept within the island, leading the team to uncover more clues suggesting an unfinished story involving potentially tragic events. The team finds an unusual, empty vault and evidence of human activity in the swamp. Iron spikes, chisels, and worn leather boots, signaling that someone had been there before. They connect these discoveries to grave sites from the mid-19th century, proposing the intriguing idea that the original discoverer, Anthony Graves, might have stumbled upon a hidden vault containing valuables, but chose to remain silent about it. As excitement builds within the team regarding the potential for more vaults, they begin to trace a mysterious, rocky path that seems to weave through the swamp, unveiling hidden markings and signs of human intervention. With every dig, they hope to uncover more of this buried past, but each step through the muck reveals the complexities of history buried beneath the land. Amidst the discoveries, new evidence emerges, a human skull fragment, signaling an elaborate history filled with secrets and conflicts rather than mere treasure hunting. Uniquely, the remains imply connections between cultures thousands of miles apart, bringing forth theories of everything from Templar pursuits to potential ancient rituals. As the team evaluates their finds, they recognize the possibility that Oak Island was once a meeting ground for diverse cultures. The presence of both European and Middle Eastern skeletal remains prompts questions about the island's role in historical travels, potentially revealing motives far removed from just treasure, but perhaps linked to ancient knowledge or conflicts that needed to remain hidden. The array of artifacts and features uncovered challenges previously held timelines and historical beliefs. Unearthing leather boots and other remains suggests a deeper narrative, one of intentions and purposes that stretch into an unknown past, leading to a compelling puzzle where every find builds upon the mystery of what was once hidden. Further excavation connects historic figures and possible failed expeditions to the island, filling researchers' heads with more questions about the motivations that could lead individuals to risk everything for what the swamp might hold. The growing tension present day to endeavors that once cast shadows along your search's path. As the realization crescendos among the members with each discovery, the element of understanding solidifies among the group, drawing a haunting attachment towards the weight such bones bear. A reminder entwined in tender nostalgia for lives lost pursuing something significant, albeit in vain. The Oak Island team's encounter with unexpected human remains catapults their focus from pure treasure hunting centrality into grappling with the unsolved connections that guide their realizations. Since the beginning of their expedition, the island has posed questions intertwining exploration with confrontation, urging them to pursue past gems buried in the muck, leading them to examine their motivations, uncertainties, and feelings regarding their responsibility towards the complex histories hidden within. In a way, something bigger than any individual piece is formed, creating collective curiosity entwined with authentic spirits, tales transcending dependent on skeletal remains and objects of the past, echoing under the weight of unresolved consequences left behind. With each new artifact builds interest, not solely for its age or perceived value, but as a way of honoring forgotten paths of those lost eternally connected within tales of blood-soaked earth unmarred by lucrative aspirations. The mystery of Oak Island has long enthralled treasure hunters, especially the Lagena brothers, Rick and Marty, whose adventure began with a 1965 Reader's Digest article. Their quest, documented by the History Channel in The Curse of Oak Island, is marked by the discovery of various artifacts, including a lead cross linked to the Knights Templar, indicating a complex history on the island. As they mine the infamous Money Pit, their journey is rife with danger and uncertainty. It resembles a real-life Bermuda Triangle, where even advanced technologies like ground-penetrating radar cannot guarantee success. With every deeper excavation, not only does the ground become unstable, but the significant emotional toll on Rick becomes increasingly apparent. He grapples with cycles of optimism and despair, reflecting the profound psychological strain of a pursuit that tests personal relationships and well-being. These themes are emphasized in Season 12, which demonstrates how the experiences of searching for treasure are intertwined with profound emotional issues. The fact that Rick has invested his own resources and relationships into their expedition gives it more weight, particularly in light of the terrifying tale that states 7 lives must be lost before any wealth can be discovered. The tragic history of the island has already cost the lives of 6 people, which is a tragic turn of events. The most recent discoveries have provided hints of more sinister storylines, implying that historical rites were interwoven with the possibility of human sacrifice. Following the discovery of artifacts that provide evidence of ancient rituals, the brothers are forced to reevaluate the reasons that led them to investigate the possibility of treasure. Every new discovery, whether it be Spanish money or hypothetical buildings resembling vaults, adds another layer of intrigue to the mystery, making it difficult to differentiate between the pursuit of treasure and the comprehension of a historical tragedy. Rick and Marty continue to be resolute in their pursuit of knowledge while being caught in the complicated legacy of the island. The harsh environment of the island, on the other hand, persistently undermines their goals and objectives, resulting in a conflict that is both emotional and physical. As they continue to delve deeper into the marsh and come across structures that are connected to enigmatic rituals, their journey starts to change into a quest to learn the darker realities that the island has to offer. The spectator is left wondering whether they will find riches or face consequences that they did not anticipate as a result of the suspense that their quest continues to generate.
Hidden within the money pit, even as they continue their quest for answers, the Lagena brothers are grateful for the unwavering support and rapt attention of their dedicated staff and audience. Given that scientific evidence indicates the presence of vast quantities of gold and silver beneath the surface, they have good cause to continue their search for the elusive treasure. As they continue to make new openings and discoveries that provide them with valuable new information, the crew remains optimistic regarding their overall progress. The discovery of the artisanal spike adds to their growing body of knowledge in this discipline, which was used to calculate the precise elevations of the tunnel. The group's intention to conduct additional research, including C-14 testing, demonstrates its significance. Marty Lagena, Craig Tester, Gary Drayton, and blacksmithing expert Carmen Legg return to the Institute to discuss the iron spike they discovered at a depth of over 100 feet in the B4C shaft. The enigma of Oak Island has evolved into a captivating tale, a perplexing puzzle whose mystique has only grown as time has passed. Their words, which emphasize their conviction that gold can be located on Oak, exude confidence. During the height of piracy in the late 17th and early 18th centuries, it was widely believed that Oak Island served as a secure haven for pirates operating along the entire east coast of North America and in the Caribbean. This notion has existed since the beginning of island exploration. They pondered whether this was the location where a pirate commander had hidden his loot. As they proceeded deeper into the tunnel, however, water began to fill it. This was owing to the peculiar location of the island they were working on, which was above a glacial mound. Despite the fact that no treasure was ever discovered on Oak Island, the legend surrounding the purported location of the loot has been so captivating for the past 225 years that visitors have been making the voyage there. Over time, others began searching for wealth all over the island, not just in the money pit dug by McGinnis and his companions. However, what is the treasure casket intended to contain? As a young man, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who would later become the 32nd President of the United States, became intrigued by the topic after his father, who had business interests in Nova Scotia, provided details about the rumored wealth. This was the result of FDR's father's involvement in the province. The onset of the Second World War in Europe prevented him from traveling to Oak Island in 1939, despite his efforts to keep apprised of the most recent information about the island throughout the remainder of his life. In a similar vein, two prominent actors from the middle of the 20th century, Errol Flynn and John Wayne, funded expeditions to search for the Oak Island treasure. Despite their lack of success, they continue to unearth evidence that fascinates and confounds people in equal measure. Be sure to subscribe and enable post notifications for more timely updates on fascinating new discoveries. Numerous individuals have a variety of plausible and implausible hypotheses regarding the contents of the Oak Island treasure. The most prevalent and plausible explanation is that it is the plundered fortune of a notorious pirate who operated between 1660 and 1730, which is generally accepted to have been the golden age of piracy. Famous pirates and buccaneers frequented the rivers along the east coast of North America, from Canada to the Caribbean during this time period. Edward Teach, also known as the infamous pirate Blackbeard, was one of these individuals. Due to the high level of piracy that existed during this time, the governments of Spain, England, France, and other countries with a financial stake in the security of their commerce in this region were unable to prevent pirate attacks on colonial ships returning to Europe. Beginning with the Treaty of Utrecht, which ended the War of the Spanish Succession in 1713 and was signed by the main European powers, coordinated attacks on pirate ships put an end to the golden age of piracy in the Western Atlantic. The Treaty of Utrecht terminated the War of the Spanish Succession